Welcome to the Mystic Messenger, the podcast where soul remembrance is the only currency, and the veils between timelines are thin. I'm your host, the Mystic, and this episode is going to be different. It's not just about divine timing, it's about what no one tells you about it. It's about the waiting, the silence, the pause, the space where you think nothing is happening, but everything is changing. So, let's get into it. Let's strip the fluff and bring it into soul reality. Divine timing isn't waiting on the universe. It's the universe waiting on you. It's not passive. It's not about being good enough or patient enough. It's about coherence. There are 3 layers that must align for divine timing to unlock. 1. Energetic readiness. Your aura must become a match to what you're asking for. 2. Soul contractual clearance. Any karmic threads, agreements, or ancestral ties must be ready to be released. And 3. Collective timing. Your alignment must harmonize with the divine web of others, timelines, and ripple effects. You're not waiting for something to happen. You're becoming someone who can hold what's already waiting for you. Why does the timing feel delayed? The truth behind the pause. Here's what you probably haven't heard. Sometimes the universe pauses you on purpose, not to punish, but to protect the purity of what's meant to come next. Think about it. If you met your divine partner before your abandonment wound was healed, if you stepped into your soul purpose before your nervous system could hold visibility, if you got the money before you learned how to steward frequency, you wouldn't hold it. You'd sabotage it. You'd reject it subconsciously, or worse, you would misuse it. So divine timing waits, but not out of cruelty, out of sacred intelligence. And during the pause, your soul refines. You may feel like nothing's happening, but on a higher plane, your team is preparing people, places, timelines, and even version upgrades of you to collide in a single moment. Now, that's divine design, not delay. Let's go a little bit deeper with this. Most people think a sign is the universe telling them yes. But spiritually, signs are not always green lights. They're symbols, mirrors, clues, and invitations. The mistake many souls make is assuming every repeated number, song, or animal is a cosmic yes. But real signs have structure. They move through laws. They obey divine pattern, not wishful thinking. There are 3 categories every sign or synchronicity falls into. Number 1, the echo sign. From you. These come from your own emotional field. You're thinking of someone and see their name. That's your energy echoing back. It doesn't mean they're thinking of you. It means your aura is magnetizing reflection. These signs help you become self-aware, but they're not confirmation of external truth. Use echo signs as a tool for shadow work, not decision making. Number 2, alignment signs from your higher self and source. These arrive when you're not trying. They appear in quiet moments and they feel like inner clicks of knowing. You don't question them. You feel them resonate through your body. You often see them in layers, a number, then a message, then a dream, and then someone confirming it. These signs are sacred breadcrumb trails. Follow them gently. Don't chase. Let them unfold in front of you. Number 3, the false light signs from interference. These come with urgency, fear, obsession. You feel compelled to act, not invited to listen. They mimic truth but twist it, often showing up when your aura is fractured, tired, emotionally charged, or spiritually dependent. They lead you back into loops, not liberation. Yes, signs can be hijacked. Yes, beings can masquerade as light to keep you distracted. Your nervous system will always tell the difference. Truth is still. Trickery is anxious. So how do you tell the difference, you may ask? This is your spiritual filter. I personally use this checklist when a sign or synchronicity shows up in my life. I ask myself, 1, am I grounded? If you're in an emotional chaos, pause. Don't assign meaning yet. 2, did this sign bring peace or pressure within me? Real signs bring stillness. They deepen your breath, not shorten it. Did it repeat in multiple dimensions? True signs often appear in physical, emotional, and dream realms. If you dream it, hear it, feel it, and see it within 48 hours, that is a divine pattern. Did I ask for confirmation? Spirit never minds being asked twice. Real guidance will withstand scrutiny. And does it align with my higher truth or feed my lower craving? Real signs challenge your ego. They do not comfort it. The energy behind synchronicities. Here's something most teachers don't say. Synchronicity isn't about signs. It's about energetic harmonics. When your vibration aligns with an event, a number, a word, or outcome, you create a resonance field. This creates feedback through time, space, or spirit. If you think of someone and they call you, it may not be meant to be. It may be that your vibration collided with their timeline because your frequencies temporarily matched. That doesn't mean it's for your highest good. It just means something aligned and that moment has meaning, but not always the meaning you want it to be. Interpretation requires soul maturity. Let's anchor this with some live examples. So, the false flame trap. A lot of people have been in this. You see 1111 every time they text you. You dream of them. You hear your song. But when you're with them, your body tenses. You feel drained. Your purpose fades. That's not divine alignment. That's a karmic entanglement powered by signs designed to keep you hooked. Real union doesn't require signs to prove it. It just is. Example number 2. The right time appears with no force. You forget about the opportunity. You surrendered it. You said, I trust the divine plan. Then weeks later it returns. This time with flow, clarity, and no confusion. That's divine timing in motion. Your inner field shifted, so the universe responded. So the next time you ask, was that a sign? Pause. Check your body. Check the pattern. Check your peace. Because signs are not magic tricks. They're invitations to deeper consciousness. And you, dear soul, are not here to be guided by symbols. You are here to embody the symbol others recognize. So, let's begin with a truth that most humans don't realize. You're not walking one life. You're walking 5 parallel timelines at once. And which one you're living in depends on how conscious you really are. Time to the ego feels linear. One moment after another, past, behind, future, ahead. But to your soul, time is dimensional. It's like standing in the middle of a web with threads extending in every direction. Some are heavy, karmic, and looping. Others are light, aligned, and rare. Every decision, every pattern, every energetic agreement determines which version of your life you activate. And most people are stuck living on timeline 1 or 2 when timeline 4 or 5 is waiting like a golden gate just beyond the veil of self-awareness. Here they are, the 5 timelines you are always choosing between. Timeline number 1, the default loop, the life you inherited from your family, trauma, and conditioning. There's no change, no awakening, just repetition. Most people live here until a crisis shakes the illusion. Timeline number 2, the karmic replay. You've awakened, but you're still replaying unhealed cycles. Different faces, same soul contracts. You're spiritual now, but still choosing from wounding, not truth. Here's the clue. If you keep saying, why does this keep happening? You're in timeline number 2. Timeline number 3, the threshold. You're in between. The ego is softening, the soul is calling you. Synchronicities appear, but your reality still feels unstable. You've let go of the old, but the new hasn't landed yet. This is the dark moon of your life, the sacred void. Timeline number 4, the aligned path. You've healed the wound enough to stop choosing from it. You're not perfect, but you're conscious. Divine timing begins to flow here. Signs become support, not obsession. Clarity, flow, peace is what you feel, even in challenge. Timeline number 5, the soul-designed reality. This is the rarest timeline, the one your higher self wrote before incarnation. Here, divine timing becomes divine co-creation. You don't chase, manifest, or wait. You collaborate. You don't just receive miracles, you become one. Few get here without conscious effort, identity shedding, and total energetic integrity. You don't need to go back in time. You need to shift your vibrational contract with it. Here's how. Identify the loops. What storyline keeps repeating? What feeling precedes disappointment or betrayal? Every loop is a doorway, but only if you stop blaming and start reading the pattern. Upgrade your identity. What version of you keeps attracting timeline number 2? You can't enter timeline 4 with a timeline 2 vibration. So say aloud, I now release the version of me who created that timeline. I choose from wholeness. Match the frequency of the reality that you want. Timeline 5 has a frequency, and it won't lower to meet you. Start acting, thinking, and choosing from the energy of your desired reality, now, not later. Timeline jumps are energetic before they're physical. The rare soul truth about timing. Here it is. The truth that no one talks about. Your guides aren't allowed to help past a certain point unless you say your soul code out loud. What does this mean? Every soul gives their team a spiritual phrase, a trigger, or permission command that says, I'm ready, intervene now. This can be anything. A phrase you intuitively create that acts like an activation switch. Because here's the secret. After a certain level of spiritual growth, your team steps back. They watch. They wait for you to remember what you told them before you were born. Most people never do. But when you do, timelines shift instantly. So, you ask, how do I activate my personal timing code? The best advice I can give you is sit quietly and say, show me the words I left for myself. Wait for a phrase to arrive. It might be simple. It might be, I surrender to my true path. Or, it is time now. Or, the soul remembers. Or even a word like rose, lion, or return. Use it when you feel stuck in timing. Say it aloud. Watch the fabric move. You'll feel it. You'll know it's worked. So, let's have a moment of spiritual honesty. You've done the work. You've healed enough. You've meditated. You've written the letters, burned the sage, trusted the signs. You've surrendered over and over and over again. And still, the door you want most is not opening. That opportunity, that love, that union, that breakthrough. It feels like the universe is ignoring you, like the timing is broken, like you're doing something wrong. But what if the door isn't locked? It's just not vibrating in your frequency range yet. Because here's the truth. Divine doors don't open because you want them to. They open because you became the version of you that can walk through without distorting the gift that's on the other side. The 3 hidden blocks that keep the door closed. Let's go deeper into the 3 invisible misalignments that most spiritual seekers don't realize are keeping the door shut. 1. Energetic entanglement. You may think you're ready for new, but you're still leaking energy to the old. You're still watching their page, still hoping they reach out, still harboring resentment even if it's unconsciously. You're still saying, "I've let go," while checking for signs every hour. Energetically, that's not alignment. That's dual intention. The door can't open until your energy fully unhooks. Number 2, the unintegrated identity wounds. You've upgraded your practices, but not your self-image. You still see yourself as the one who gets left, the one who struggles, the one who has to earn love, fight for abundance, or prove her worth. You can't step into the divine opportunity while secretly believing you're not good enough for it. You must become emotionally fluent in the you who already lives beyond that threshold. So I want you to say, "I now align with the version of me who no longer believes I have to struggle to be chosen." Number 3, asking from wound, not wholeness. When you ask the universe for something, what frequency are you asking it from? Is it a plea? Is it desperation masked as devotion? Is it, "I'll finally feel safe, loved, and validated once I get this"? The universe reads intention beyond your words. When you ask from emptiness, you attract lessons, not fulfillment. When you ask from wholeness, you call in reflection. Say this: "I do not chase timing, I become it." The false opening, why some doors shouldn't open yet. There's a phenomenon called the false door. It looks divine, it feels aligned, it appears right after a major spiritual breakthrough. But here's the catch. It arrives too early, as a test of embodiment. And if you walk through that door too soon, you regress. Because sometimes the universe shows you what you want to test you, if you finally are willing to wait for what you truly deserve. Example of the false flame. The one who comes back right after your biggest spiritual breakthrough. You think, this is the sign. But they haven't changed, have they? You have. If you open a door to a person, pattern, or place that's not yet evolved, you shrink to fit it again. The divine then asks, do you want comfort or calling? Sometimes the signs are there, but the permission isn't. What does this mean? You've asked, you've aligned, but the people, energies, or souls connected to your destiny are still catching up. You may be ready, but your timeline companions aren't. And divine timing isn't just about you. It's about orchestration. Think of it like a grand play. You've learned your lines, but the stage holders and hands are still building the set. The other actors are still practicing, and the lights haven't come up yet. If you walk out too early, the whole scene collapses. Here's the final soul truth that very few people understand, and if you're here at the end of this episode, your soul is ready to hear it. Right before everything aligns for you, your frequency often collapses. You will feel lost, numb, disconnected from your vision. The signs stop, the synchronicities go quiet, your motivation disappears. And that's when the mind panics. Have I gone backward? Did I lose it all? Why don't I feel magic anymore? But this phase isn't regression, it's integration. You're no longer vibrating at the old frequency, but the new frequency hasn't stabilized quite yet. You're in the 0 point, the sacred silence before the symphony begins. This is not the void of punishment, it is the womb of creation. At this stage, the soul is being tested one final time. Can you trust what you no longer feel? Can you stay faithful without evidence or proof? Can you embody certainty before proof arrives? Because the moment you do, reality bends for you. Time folds, people call, doors open, ideas land, the path is revealed, but only after the initiation of silence. Thank you for walking this journey with me today. This was the Mystic Messenger. And I'm reminding you that signs are beautiful, but becoming the sign is sacred. You don't need to chase timing. You are timing. You don't need to seek magic. You are the magic. And if you felt something awakening in you today, drop in the comments, I am in divine rhythm. Until next time, keep decoding, keep remembering, and keep rising in time.